don't feel I have one. I wanna forget you, but only time will heal. Too late to erase the bad we've done. I wanna forget you, let me forget you. Push and pull, but you repel me. I'm giving up this fight. Love and hate, we've learned the lines. I'm giving up this fight. So let me catch you, so let me catch you slipping by. Why do I get myself? Why do I get myself caught up in these lonely nights?
just want you. I just want you. The words I never said but wanted to. I'm losing you. I'm losing you. Oh, but these thoughts won't let you go. They keep running back to you. Chasing starlight to find a style away. Breathe it in. It's just now. We're just falling, and we won't always free fall back to nothing. 'Cause I'm just starting to learn. I've always been chasing.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the lower bracket round 3 of the SandStorm tournament that has been going on for quite a while. I'm GriZzlyMagnum, and I'm joined here with kenanahmed. We will be your commentators for today's match. So, how are you doing today, Kenan?
I am doing quite swell. It's been a very interesting day. How about yourself?
I'm actually doing very fine. I'm very excited for this match today.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. I actually haven't commentated one of these yet, at least for SandStorm. So it's my first SandStorm match will be commentating, so it's going to be pretty interesting. I do like the fact that we're literally only on one map, which is Sandbox, so that's going to be very exciting to see.
Yeah. The winner of this match will move on to the next match on the lower bracket, while the loser gets eliminated from the SandStorm tournament. So, both of the teams will give their 100% in this match.
Yeah, so definitely going to be interesting. I'll definitely give you all that. Real quick, once just want to thank everybody. I mean, I'm looking here. It's amazing. Look how many viewers we got.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's amazing. You got 260 of you like almost 265 of you watching right now. 168 of you liking right now. I just looked yesterday. We had about like 4,900 and something subscribers. Now we have 5,000 subscribers. That is amazing. Like, thank you guys so much.
You can see the red flag has been taken now by the Wasp Freeze. Might be able to capture it, but been taken down.
Yeah, definitely. So for those who do not know, basically we are in the medium format on the sandbox map today. For those who do not know what you can use, basically all turrets are allowed except for Magnum and Aceta. You cannot have more than 2 of the same turrets per team. Firebird and Freeze, you cannot have more than 1 per team, and they can only be mounted on a light hull. Hulls that are allowed are light and medium hulls, which consist of Wasp, Hornet, Hunter, Viking, and Dictator modules. All of them are allowed except for unique ones. Alterations, micro upgrades, and supplies are off. Weapon changes are on. Paints do not really matter. And yeah, pretty interesting. So we're gonna see how that works out. Already about minute and 30 in. It's pretty interesting. Got some people. I see some people are using twins, Firebirds, freezes. We'll see how that works.
Yeah, we can also see the Viking legacy.
Yeah, I like that. I wish I had that actually. You should just be like, I'm just gonna go to Ivar, be over there, and be like, hey, you just wanna, give me that. You could just, you wanna just, you can give that up, and then you could just tell somebody to send it to my account. Yeah. If
Sure
only you could
thing.
actually do that, though. If only you could actually do
If only I could actually do that.
that. But yeah, so
Yeah,
far so good. Defense is on par. What do you think about that?
we can see most of the time players are just trying to cross shots all over the map. Not much action going on.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Another thing is so obviously we see that supplies are off, but bonus boxes are on. So control of drops is pretty much somewhat key in this format. Right now we see Spoke pulling the flag. Manomeg coming in with that Smokey doing a decent amount of damage, but only guy can judge me gets the capture. Number comes in trying to take it, but only guy can judge me, or we'll just call him Judge, the ultimate judge.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Doing a lot of damage with that Firebird.
Yeah, nice leading with one flag here. Looking good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, right now, 3 minutes in, not bad. First,
Yeah, 3 minutes in, it's still anybody's game.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it can still go either way. So I think it's going to be pretty interesting. We'll see how it works. Right
And
now, what do you think about the fact that strikers being used? What do you think about that?
I actually think that it's very effective in sandbox. Also with the splash damage that it has doing a lot of damage to the enemy team. It's just great weapon.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it does do a fair amount of damage. I'm not gonna lie, especially when I'm looking at Drinker. His ammunition for that looks epic. Like the nice like purple kind of rocking
Shot
thing going
effects.
on. Yeah, it looks really good. Like I'm not gonna lie, it looks amazing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and like I wish I had that. I mean I know you can win containers and weekly containers from doing missions, which are weekly missions. actually is really cool. I haven't gotten around to really playing as much to actually try that out. But you know what? I might just have to, just might. But right now, Ivar pulling the flag along with Spoat, who has the flag. Ivar getting damaged by Judge,
It's a nice
who
return.
yeah, it is. But swing, I'm not gonna try and say that. I'm just not. I'm not gonna. It's just
Pro-
that he was doing that damage. Let's just say that.
yeah. Probably C1.
C
C1.
line, C line. I don't know. Well, I mean, let's just take a look for a second. So for Knights, we have Only God Can Judge Me, Spoat, Drinker, and Horns playing. Definitely familiar names. And then I guess we have Siwen, Manomeg, Number, and Ivar playing for the lovely team of Supremacy. So we are gonna see how that works. Right now, I think we're at a good old sandbox. That's nice. Sandbox standoff. See,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting my words mixed up there. So gonna be pretty coolio.
You
But
can
right
see,
now, Number.
yeah.
Yeah, you saw that.
That,
You saw that.
that was a nice capture by the blue team right there. I mean, they're holding their flag. They know how to stay defense and save their flag while counter-attacking. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, I concur. I mean, still there's still a lot of time left with 4 minutes and 30 seconds in, so we'll see how it works. Um, I'm not gonna lie though, it is kind of unfortunate that we see alterations off because, as you know, like with the most recent push of alterations that we've seen recently, some turrets, if used efficiently and correctly, have become very, very powerful.
Of course. I mean, the new alterations are very overpowered in the game right now. So getting them inside a tournament right now will be kind of unstable.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that with Clan Championship, and I mean, some of them were mandatory, but then at the same time, you could use, some of the other alterations that you wanted to, and we saw that, especially with that one Firebird alteration. I think it was compact fuel tanks or whatever, where like it just did a lot more damage, and then once you like, even if you lit them, if you did a little bit, like took half of their health away with Firebird, from a Viking, so to speak, that the rest of that health would just be taken away with that burning damage because I think it did something with the burning damage and increased it. I'm gonna have to look at the wiki, which
Hmm.
for those who don't know what the wiki is, that's where you're gonna get all the information that you're ever gonna need to know Tanky in and out. So I would recommend looking at the wiki if you guys ever have any questions about alterations, turrets, history, etc. Anything is pretty much there. It is a very handy site, if I do say so myself.
Well, we're less than 3 minutes for this match, and the score is 2-1 for Team Supremacy. So, um, we see one player from the red team left, and another player just joined. Seems like they're switching players here.
Yep. I think that's Timur Gavardiz. I'm not even gonna try and say that. It's Timur. I
Yeah,
have an
yeah.
American accent in me, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. He's using a Legacy Viking. Or no, yes. Okay, I thought that was Harsec. Yeah, that's a nice Legacy Viking he also has. I think yeah, because you could buy it in the shop recently. I I personally I think it would have kind of been better in my opinion if it was just more like a reward kind of thing.
Hmm.
That's just my opinion. I think it would have been better off that way, just because it is a legacy kind of thing. XTs okay you could buy, but like I feel like things like that you should only be able to win.
Hmm.
But hey, I
Yeah.
digress. I digress.
Ivar
Well,
will try to take the flag now. Will try to go from the middle, being chased by Timur Gavardis. The flag will be returned.
yeah. Real quick, 312 of you watching. Honestly, you guys are breaking record for this channel right now, and I mean, and this is losers bracket round 3 only. Um, wish we had more of this, like when it came to the grand final and stuff. But I mean, hey, I'm pretty sure I know why the majority of people are here right now. But definitely
Mhm.
stick around. For those who don't know, I'm pretty sure we are dropping promo codes. So we usually have the standard 2 per round. So make sure you guys are sticking around, being the fastest, watching the stream. Now there's 320 of you. You guys are coming in like beasts right now. Just beasts. Um,
Only God Can Judge Me is going to capture this flag now, making the score 3-2. Maybe there's still a chance for Knights to come back this match, but we will see.
well, I mean, they can see that, and plus, it takes 10 seconds with a wasp to get from one side to the other through the center. So, I mean, it's still possible. You still have time, but
Yeah,
once again,
while
we're
playing
we
sandbox, drops are one of the most crucial things. So, um,
definitely.
yeah, so I mean, the Wasp players in this map are actually doing very good job taking their drops and controlling drops. I can see that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, 15 seconds left. I mean, unless Horns gets this one, that's pretty much gonna be it. And Numbers going in and flanking from behind. Only guy Judge Me takes it, but Numbers running away with it. And obviously, he doesn't want to get close to him because he has that double power, and he drops it. And that score game. Hence, the overall score starting off with 1-0 overall for Supremacy taking the lead. So, see how that works.
I think there was a really close round. Both teams played very well. Um, actually, have to give this round to I mean Supremacy because they actually played this a little bit better. But as I said, it's still anyone's game. Anything can happen. We have 3 more rounds. All right, so we're gonna get ready for the second round soon. Um, by the way, guys, a little bit of information. Both of these teams playing today dominated their last match 3-0, so that means we're going to have a promising battle today. Team Nice have already won 2 matches in the lower bracket, so we will see if they can keep their win streak versus uh, Team Super Race. You guys can feel free to ask us any questions in the chat. We'll try to answer it. Also, promo codes will be given each round. So uh, stay tuned to the stream. All right, so players are joining the map right now. You can see them joining, and we'll see how we're gonna start this round now. We have already started this round playing again the medium format here. You can see the number will try to take the flag here, being killed by the blue defense here, but Monomag will be trying to take the flag here, maybe trying to go through the middle, being chased by Drinker, managing to kill his only opponent against him, and being covered by his full team, will be able to capture this flag, giving his team a lead of the first flag in less than 30 seconds. That's impressive. Impressive um, team play. We can see some nice little attack from the red team, trying to harm the left side of the blue base. Drops are falling on the map. We can see now Ivar will try to take the flag, but being taken down quickly by Holmes. That's right there to defend his flag. There's not much going on the map, but we can see that players are trying to play offensive here. So overall, the match looks good. I mean, we can see that both of the teams are playing very well. After the first flag capture, they really settled things down, and both teams are playing very good. But the red flag has been taken now, but quickly got returned.
Yep,
I mean,
definitely.
yeah,
Sorry.
like, yeah, that's okay. We can see that, like, there's coming small attacks. I mean, only the wasps are the ones who are trying to take the flag. We can see that if a Viking or a hunter trying to take the flag, that doesn't go as planned.
Yeah, definitely. And I just gotta apologize for the silence on my end. I am only human, so I cannot control when I have technical difficulties on my end. It happens. But yeah, so far been interesting, as you mentioned, 1-0 already. Really, and that was in the first 30 seconds, I believe. So definitely one of those kind of things, and we see in past tournaments, and we still see it's one of those things where when everybody's just spawning and everybody's just getting set up and ready, they never expect that like just immediate push. And I think that if a team doesn't know how to counter that and or just do it at the same time, then obviously they're going to end up losing that flag. And so that's exactly what happens. They spawn, they rush, they're not
Yep, yep,
prepared,
yep,
and then
yep.
boom, they just get the flag and run away with it. So that's something pretty common that we see these days.
hmm We're 3.5 minutes in this match. Score is 1-0. Flag has been trying to be taken, but the blue team knows how to defend their flag now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're doing pretty exceptional with their defense. So we'll see how it works. Once again, I just do want to mention this to everybody. We are dropping promo codes. We're dropping 2 every single round. So make sure you guys are being the fastest. Make sure you're watching the stream. Note that if it's not working or anything like that, it's a first come first serve basis kind of deal. So if you don't get it, then that means it's probably already been redeemed. So once again, just remember to be the fastest. Make sure you're watching the stream because, like I said, we're not gonna give you fake codes. There's no point of that. It's just if you can't get it, that means you weren't fast enough and somebody else got it. So make sure you're just keeping an eye out on the stream and ready with your keyboard to type away. Just got to mention that because usually that gets confused and mixed up, and information just goes all over the place. So interesting move, Mano Meg and Mr. Ivar trying to make the push. Horn's really low on health, and
Indeed,
number's gonna get that return. Yeah, look at that.
that's gonna be 2-0.
Yeah, Supremacy really dominating the match right now. They're they won last round. Now they're ahead by 2-0. I mean, it's still 5 minutes left, so it is there is still time, but it is pretty close right now. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I agree with you. I mean, we can see that they are controlling drops really good. Also, while there was a standoff, they actually knew how to counterattack the enemy's team quite good, actually.
oh yeah, definitely. And I do have to say their coordination is on point. They know where to attack. They know when to defend. They know when to drop the flag. They know where to go. I mean, they're working together, and obviously, teamwork makes the dream work. And especially the fact that this is capture the flag mode, which is a team themed battle. Obviously, teamwork is a very big factor in this mode. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to them. They are doing relatively good with drops. However, I'm seeing Knights they're kind of starting to get that control now where they're getting the double powers, they're getting the double armors. It's just they still are getting out they're still getting taken out really really quick. And
hmm
obviously it doesn't help that alterations and upgrades are off, so obviously that's not really helping them out right now.
Ivar will take now the flag with the Viking legacy with the Nitro. Will try to go from the middle of the map, being chased by Spot, but we'll see what will happen. There's gonna be a third capture here.
Yeah,
Wow.
got lucky too. He had that health pack right in front of him.
Yep.
And obviously it didn't really work out for Spot just because obviously with Hammer's reload, it does take a little bit to reload, so didn't exactly work out. Did not exactly work out, but I like the combos that are being used right now are relatively interesting. You got a hammer, firebird, striker, I don't know
I
about
mean,
the ricochet.
we can obviously see that Supremacy's tactic in the medium format is way better than Knight's. Their gameplay is just on a different level. I mean, I'm really enjoying this match.
Yeah, I mean, it seems it seems that the team are using the same exact combos except for Mano Baggage Spoat, which you have a difference of hammer and smoking. Um, and that is, obviously a very good question when you ask, what is more effective on this map. Um, and honestly, I do not know how to answer that question. I feel like it comes down to playing style. But then we see Spoat using Shaft, so that's kind of very interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, it could work out really well. I'm not gonna lie, it really can. If he holds the flag and he's able to just shoot across from that really open area on the sides, which he does have, he can do. I mean, he can be effective with it, but I feel like because this is a close quarter map, so to speak, it's much smaller. I don't
yeah.
exactly know how it's gonna work out.
We can also see the red team using the friendly fire to actually help their friends dies quicker.
Exactly, yeah, they kill their teammates, which also, yeah, that is good. Having that friendly fire mechanic. Um, I mean, if you use it correctly, it's effective, as
Hmm.
we know. Um, but right now, interesting. Timur is all alone, and Manomeg is making that push, but he's trying to get that nice load on him with that striker, in which he gets it. Nice, boom, and done. Um, Swen is putting himself in a little bit of a odd position. Um, kind of cornering himself, but at the same time, God is
Yeah.
getting damaged by Ivar, who has that striker. Who
Oh,
last
that was.
second return.
Whoa.
I mean, it was both returned at the
Yep,
same
yep,
time, but it
yep.
was it was really close because he had little to no health, and he still had that burning damage taking taking the effect on him. So that was definitely close. I'm gonna give him that one. But
By the way,
yeah,
whoever had questioning why there's only one close turret range, that's basically the rules. No more than one Isida or Firebird or Freeze in one team, and Isida has to be played on a light hole, which means Hornet or Wasp.
I actually don't think we can use a Cedar right now. Let me look. Yeah, so all
Oh,
turrets are allowed except Magneseed. So yeah, you got the
yeah.
Firebird. Yeah, I don't think we can use a Cedar. I will double check, but I don't think we can. But
For the medium
oh,
format, Isida can be used only on a light hole. Yeah, it can
hmm.
be used.
Let's take a. I mean, I'm looking at the rules. It says different. Okay, we might be looking
Wait,
at
I'm
something
look.
else. We'll
Probably
figure
I'm
that out
looking.
later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We'll
We will.
figure it out.
We'll figure
But
out
yeah,
because I'm
so
probably looking at different ones. It's okay. It's just okay.
20 seconds left. Three flags to 3-0. I think it's safe to say unless you're a hacker, you're not gonna win. Classic hacker joke for everybody. Therefore, I think it's gonna be safe to say that this round, once again, will be going to Supremacy, who is having some good superiority over here. Just right now it's 2-0, doing a heck of a job. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, they are actually dominating these last two rounds, giving high skilled performance. I mean, we can actually see how their teamwork working very well in this map with the medium format.
yeah, definitely. Um, I believe that's actually it. I think that actually just might be it. I might be wrong, but when I look at it, that was 2 rounds, right? And it's usually
Yeah,
like 4 rounds. And I mean, if
usually
they just
four
won all
rounds.
two, yeah. So I think Supremacy just won. Wow.
I'm pretty
Oh
sure
yeah.
there has to be a third round because
Okay,
they
there.
still have a
Okay, yeah.
chance to come back with two more rounds.
That is true. You see, I'm very slow today. I don't know. I think I might have woken up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. So that's on me. But yeah, I woke up on my left side. I meant to wake up on my right side. So oops. But yeah, um, so definitely interesting, and obviously for that classic hacker joke that everybody loves so much, we obviously do have our lovely esports officials out on the battlefield, also known as esports referees or whatever. So definitely give them a shout out. Shout out to all of them. Thank you for making sure the battle is fair for everybody. That nobody's hacking, because hacking is not good. Because when you do that, obviously your account will get blocked and you'll get banned from eSports tournaments and stuff like that. And obviously, it's not fun. It's really not worth. It's just not worth. So don't do that. Straight up. Yeah. So I did wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and yes, I am aware now that the XPBP format will be played. So you guys can laugh as usual. My bad. But 350 of you watching right now, over 200 likes. We just hit 5K subscribers. So definitely thank you all so much for your continuous support. I'd like to think I've been in the scene for a while. And honestly, it's just amazing to see where we've grown from, to where we are today with, having all of you supporting us. Like I said, the majority of you for this stream are probably coming from somewhere else, which I'm pretty sure we are aware. But for those of you who are here and who've always stuck by us, thank you so much. Obviously, we really do appreciate it. And it does mean a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it does. So once again, thank you all for your support. I mean, like I said, this is not possible without you guys. So, you know, it's all you. So once again, like a heart to heart over here. Thank you guys for always supporting us, and obviously, we'll try our best to always bring the best content to you guys, and make sure you guys have some smile on your faces, have some smiles on your faces. There you go. And obviously, you get some entertainment out of what we do. That's pretty much the goal here. So I'd like to think. Chat is moving really fast. A lot of people are doing hashtag George. That's interesting. I do know why. So yeah, 333 of you watching. Interesting. You guys can just so you guys know, like Grizzly said over here, like the bear, Grizzly roar. You guys can ask us questions. We're open to questions. We're willing to actually answer them. So if you guys have any questions, definitely feel free to drop them in the chat.
Sure.
We'll try our best to answer what we can and what we cannot efficiently, because we can't answer everything. We don't have all the answers. We try and have as many as we can. But yeah, so XPBP in Sandbox. So we need to play the third round. So if Supremacy wins this, then it's game. If they don't win this, then and if obviously if Knights wins this, then they'll move on. I mean, but at this point, all Supremacy really has to do is tie, and if they do tie, they take it. So tie or win, and they'll take it. Move on to the fourth round of the losers bracket. Or yeah, and
So the rules for the XPBP format is actually using only railgun weapon, with the vehicles no more than 2 wasps, while the rest of the team using hornets. Alterations are off, micro upgrades are off, supplies are off, and weapon change is off.
yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, as you guys know, it is just a regular XPBP format. We're using the formatted map, or the formatted mode. So obviously, I'm pretty sure almost everybody who's watching here has played XPBP in the past, so you are aware of how XPBP works and what the map is usually like. So there you go. You guys will just see something familiar. It's not exactly every day. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. You don't exactly see medium and hard format and everything like that played on Sandbox these days. It's always just XPVP.
Yeah.
That's at least that's what I see.
Yeah, because I mean, Sandbox is one of the main maps of XP in general.
Yeah, definitely. And I remember back in the day when even before we had these formatted, versions of the map. You just had to come in and if somebody was playing XBBP, it's like you had to do it. I mean, if you didn't,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
just came in, you would ruin the game, and obviously it would suck and it would make everybody upset. Um, but obviously in this case, at least you have it formatted. But I remember back in the day when I was like still a lieutenant, maybe third, second lieutenant, first lieutenant. I'd be out here playing with commanders and generalissimos and just this regular map, just sandbox. Obviously, we had no formats, but everybody would be playing XPBP, and like you said, with the history of sandbox, it's always just been a go-to XPBP kind of map, and as you can see, we're already underway. So,
Hmm.
little bit of a flashback right there. So interesting as usual.
Yeah, we can see that there's two campers in the house of the red base. Trying to make some nice snipes there. Spot with the DP. Try to kill his opponent in front of him. Manages to do that.
Yeah, that's a classic spot. It's usually like so like for somebody from the blue team would want to be over there, and as we can see, they are. Just because they have a direct line into the red base, and so obviously that house has always been a very big vantage point in the XPBP scene. I mean, just in general, to be honest, it's always just been an interesting spot to have. Um, but yeah, right now, Spout with that double armor, taking the flag, one shot away from getting killed. Segwart, tried, missed, gets killed. Good shot by Teeny. Teeny. I like that. I like that name. It's just like because when you think of it, right, you think of like tiny, right, and then it's
Yeah.
literally almost spelled like tiny, and just
Yes.
because the name is so small and it's literally tiny, and then he's using wasp too, which is like even more tiny. So I like this guy already. I just like him just because of his nickname. So if you're watching this or if you do watch this, hit me up on the forums. Add me. I just want to talk to you just because I like you already. So yeah,
Well, there you
definitely. Definitely hit me up, man.
go. All right, so we
But
can see a first capture here for Team Knights. Pretty impressive on the XP format.
yeah, definitely. They're doing really good right now. I mean, 2 minutes in, and already 1-0. So it's been pretty close. And I'm not gonna lie. This is a fast paced game, especially XBB. It's fast paced because you're either way 2 or 3 shots. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, one of the most important things in this map is just keep your friends back. I mean, this this match is really intense. I mean, everything happens so quick.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you know, and we know that because it's just XPBB. That's the way it's always been. It's always just been a fast paced kind of game because you only have supplies. You have you only have bonus boxes. Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have upgrades. You don't have alterations. You have nothing. It's just you're going standard, plain old Wasp, Hornet, and Railgun, and just going out there, and then you have to do control drops. And it's not even light format. Like light format, you have Smoky.
Some
You have
Vikings.
yeah, exactly. You have like a little bit more variety, as opposed to just right now. It's strictly just Wasp and Railgun, and then it's also about timing your shots, knowing when to shoot, knowing how to shoot, who to shoot, etc. So I mean, there's a lot of factors, and I do have a lot of respect for people who you know actually just take the will to even play XPBP in the first place because obviously a lot of people do play it, but it's one of those harder formats to grasp your head around. And I think
Yeah, yeah.
this when people ask what format shows true skill, XPVP is one of those kind of formats that it really just does show only skill. It doesn't show. I mean, it shows a few other things, but skill is plays a big part in this format itself. And as we can see already, 1-1, and both teams are performing very well. And I can tell you one thing, and I'm pretty sure you saw, but these teams are literally coordinating when the drops will drop. Like they literally say, I don't think you guys can see the seconds. Or I'm not the seconds. I don't think you guys can see the chat. But before we started the match, in the chat they're saying, "Oh, at let's see, right DA is gonna drop at 11:20. Right side DA, double armors drop at 11:05.
Yeah.
Like you see that too. It's like it's amazing. They know what they're doing. They're coordinating. They're on point, and like I said, props out to them for that.
Yeah, we can see that they are not. None of these teams is taking this game lightly.
Oh yeah, and I mean, they why would they? Because right now, obviously, the pressure is on. Because if they don't get it, if they don't win this, they're completely out of the tournament now. Because obviously, we are in the losers bracket. So
Yeah.
you can't go any lower. It's like either way, you win and continue, or you're out. So right now, it's like elimination. It's right now, it's like an elimination kind of. So
Yeah.
and
So
I mean, yeah, it's interesting.
we can see now the red flag has been taken by Spot, but has been killed quite fast.
Yeah, definitely. And good shot by Drinker. Just he's hiding behind that house, but he just got a double shot and killed the flag carrier too. So
Yeah,
very good move, and MOVE, emphasis on move by him.
we can see a lot going on in the red base here. Knights are actually pushing this game.
Well, yeah, I think they are, and I can definitely say one thing: they're trying to definitely make a comeback at least, because if they don't win this round, that's it. They're out. So and obviously, we've seen Knights a lot in the past. They're definitely familiar. They're not new to the esports scene. So obviously,
Yeah,
they do have a lot of eyes on.
yeah, they sure do.
And right now, I mean, the way it's looking, Supremacy is in that kind of vibe where it's looking promising for them. I mean, obviously, you still got 4 minutes, but they're tied right now. They captured that first flag, I believe. So it's at that point where it's like the pressure is really on both teams.
Yes, we are less than 4 minutes to this match, and the score is 1-1.
Yep.
We'll see how
Uno to
Knights will
uno.
try to overcome this round.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I would like to see them. I would like to see something go on, and see them continue. So I mean, definitely, like I said, pressure is on right now. But I'm not gonna lie, the coordination from each team is really on point. They know where to go. They know when to back each other up. They know when to take the flag. Like right now, Horns, for example, has the flag with the nitro and is running with it and is gonna get that capture. Oh, Showbot
Yeah, he
almost got
was
the shot.
almost got that shot. That
Yeah,
was
really
close.
close. Yeah, definitely. I mean, at this point, you got 3 minutes left. If Knights, not all Knights really has to do is just defend, um, and they'll defend. I mean, if they defend, and obviously they don't let the enemy team capture another flag, which obviously the enemy team in question being Supremacy, then they'll take it. But obviously that does depend on skill, etc., and other things like that.
Now we can see Spot will try to take the DP, but Showbot was there before him.
Yeah, and look at Teeny. Like, Teeny has such a teeny amount of health and gets killed. See what I did there? Classic Keenan
Yeah,
puns.
that's
You,
classic Keenan.
everybody knows my puns. I know you guys like my puns too. So and there's also I think an event or no contest organizer named Pun. He's a cool guy. I like him. I actually look to him for a lot of my
Nice
puns.
shot by Tiny.
Oh yeah, he got a tiny shot. Hey,
Yeah, he does.
hey, yeah, I like
It's a
that.
tiny
Hey,
shot
that
that
sounded
causes a lot of damage.
good, right? I mean, that's the railgun for you. Um, but there is a contest organizer named Pun. I look to him for a lot of my puns. So shout out to everybody right now. I just want to give a shout out to everybody. So shout out to you and him and her and them and they and all of you. Just because, why not? You don't. There never needs to be a special occasion. Everybody deserves a shout out. So yeah. But 1 minute 20 seconds left. Looking promising for Knights.
Yeah,
Semi promising. I mean, it's still possible because you could, it's 1 minute 10 seconds left. You're cutting it in close, but it's just because you're cutting in something close doesn't mean it's impossible necessarily. So
Tiny just missed the flag there by 1 millimeter.
yeah, literally the return was the worst time.
Yeah,
But right now, Showbot, uh, Soldier, Soldier in duty, and Segwart making the push. Most of them get killed.
Yeah, this.
Defense is
Just
on par.
yeah, this looks like Supremacy are trying to give their last push of this game here, pushing all four players to attack, and leaving no one defending the base. Almost by only one player there.
Oh, did you see the way Segwart missed the
Yeah, yeah.
missed the flag right now? So close,
Hmm.
so close. Just literally, like that could have been a game changer if he maybe got that. Depends, does depend. But yeah, last push, and I don't see it promising. So 5 seconds left. I'm gonna say this is gonna go to Knights. So we're gonna see another round played. But yeah, good job to Knights. So obviously we'll continue. We'll see how they perform on the red side now. Um, people ask me this question, and I'm pretty sure people ask you this question too, Grizzly. But when people say, does the red side have an advantage over the blue side, and what do you think about that?
All right. So my thought about this, Matt, is that the blue side has basically the advantage because it's enough for one player to go behind the small house and make all of these fancy shots across the red player's defense, and that's gonna give them such a hard time defending their flag, while the blue attackers will just have an easy run out with the flags.
Hmm. Yeah, I kind I do see that.
But like
And
other than that, if the red team does care to place one player on that hut that will take care of any enemy incoming enemies, then that's fine, I guess.
yeah, I mean, for me, it's yeah, I do kind of concur with you. I do see that the blue team has, the blue side has a little bit of an advantage. Obviously with taking that house into account. Um, but at the same time, I can see something for the red side is that when you're going to capture the blue flag and say you're going through the center, so to speak, right? You have
Yeah.
that little like you're limited on the way you can jump down because you have to go right through that little area where the health pack drops, as opposed to the red base where you can just go diagonally. You can go right in, you can jump right down straight into the flag,
Yep.
opposed to the blue base where you have to like jump down, then turn, then you maneuver your tank, which obviously can cost you like a second. And a second, especially when you're playing this format, 1 second can make the like an amazing difference, the utmost difference in a match like this because you have XBBP. Railguns are constantly firing. They're like rapid, 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 boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. Like it's quick. So it's like you know,
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I think that every shot from any railgun of any player is really crucial in this map, and every second wasted here is just so crucial.
yeah, definitely. But for those who are just joining us, we are streaming the uh third round of the losers bracket in the lovely SandStorm tournament. And out here on the battlefield, we have Supremacy and Knights. Right now, overall score is 2-1. Supremacy still in the lead. Right now, for Supremacy on the battlefield, we have Teeny, my person that I just want to be buddies with forever. Soldier and Duty, Showboat, and Segwart. Along with Knights, we have Only God Can Judge Me, Horns, Drinker, and Spout. And yeah, definitely some names that we can recognize in the esports scene from the past, specifically for the Knights team. So definitely interesting.
Yeah, we can see Knights are controlling drops this time. They have the DP there.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, we saw last round, and they're doing it again. I don't know if you guys can see the chat, but in the chat, they're literally coordinating when these drops will drop, and they say the seconds, like 9, 10. The nitro will drop here. Like 11, blah blah blah. The double armor will drop, like so they know exactly when it's going to drop, and that's both teams. That's not only Knights,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
that's
agree with
not
you.
only Supremacy. So you see both teams in the chat coordinating that, and I think that really stands out a lot because remember, I honestly I don't see that often. I've been in the esports scene coming up on 2.5 years now or whatever, probably more like 2 years, And seeing that, I have never seen that. Like I mean, I've heard it, where people say it, but like actually going in the chat and seeing that, I probably have seen it once or twice before, but like right now it's just standing out a lot more because I haven't seen that done in a while. At least in more than half a year. So it does stand out.
Yeah, well, for me as an old player, my clan used to do that a lot when we used to play the Pro Series. And since Tanky used to update the esports basically every month or every 2 months, so we were very confused about the drops timing.
Yeah, I remember that because they did a lot of rebalance updates and
Yeah,
changes
yeah,
and
yeah.
patch notes and things like that. I mean, I remember when, I don't know if you remember, but you remember that moment when it was like maybe half a year and there was really no updates pushed. Like it was just the same thing that
Yeah,
entire time. I remember that too, and like that was before they made the patch note section on the forum. I believe it's like there wasn't really much, and now there's a lot of changes happening in the game because obviously you have new modes, new alterations, new turrets, new game mechanics, new drones. Like it's amazing to see the way this game is being updated and the way it's changed. And I'm so happy to see that because I've been playing since 2011. Like for a long time. Obviously, this account is I've probably been playing with my main account since like 2013, 2014. Um, but you know, like I've seen it all. I've seen it change, and like I said, it's amazing to see where the game has come from. When you just had that classic Smokey and Hunter with like barely any variety of turrets and things like that, having all these upgrades and alterations and drones and new turrets, new modes, new game mechanics, this, that, new the new ways the supplies function. It's amazing to see that. And I'm just glad I'm here still being a part of that too, or just by being a player.
yes, and also Knights have captured the first flag in this round, leading
Yeah,
by 1-0.
yeah. Only guy who can judge me got that nice capture, and I'm just watching here. I'm just like looking at them. Look at all of them just rating the is that Supremacy? Yeah, just look at Supremacy just going from that left side, Segwart, Teeny, Showboat, and now Soldier coming in to back him up. Really doing that damage right now. Interesting, interesting. It's so fast paced because you just saw the way they rushed in there too. And Spoke gets flipped, but Teeny kills him. Okay, interesting. Only guy can judge me pulling the flag, but Segwart's obviously probably gonna kill him, but Spoke might get it. Yeah, he does. He kills him. Soldier gets the shot. Teeny running with it with the double armor. I think he's 2 shots right now, or close to. It's sometimes it's hard to tell because usually I'm gonna think it's 2 shots because usually with at that point like without a double armor you'd be 1 shot. Yeah, so 2 shots. So yeah, now he's down.
Yeah, I mean sometimes some players survive 3 shots,
Yeah, and that's even without a double armor, and I mean
and
and
that
I think
makes the
that's
whole game. Yeah,
yeah, it's like one of those little that's like it's like 10% of a chance or whatever that you get it or like 15%. I mean, I'm just making up a percentage in my head. That's probably not accurate at all. I don't even know if there is a percentage, and if there is actually a percentage, go look at the wiki. The wiki has everything. Um, but yeah, definitely, definitely interesting. See the way it's working.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you. Holmes is being chased by 3 blue players. Will be able to return this flag now and make this 1-1. Wow.
Yeah, I think even at this point, I think all that Supremacy really needs to do, I think, is they just need to tie because even if they tie, it'll be 2-1, in which they would have lost. I think it's like if Knights wins, then I think we have to play,
A penalty.
uh, yeah, the penalty, which is obviously not going to be. I dread penalty rounds and tiebreakers. Not gonna lie,
Yeah.
just because sometimes they take very long, sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do. And I remember like
Holmes will be able to return the flag now. That's gonna be 2-1
yeah, two
for
to
Team
one
Knights.
Knights. Yeah, Knights taking the lead. But I mean,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least more recently, as we've seen, they've started putting time limits to the tiebreakers. I don't know if it's because of that one stream where we went for like 4 hours, because we did go for like 4 hours. It was a very long time, and then we like spent at least 1 hour solely on um the tiebreaker itself, which was just like that was like too long. And I know it was like me and James were literally screaming. We were like so happy, we were screaming our lungs out, or just our voice boxes out when we heard just or when we saw that map was like that match was finally finished and it was all over. And I think it was for a grand final of
yeah.
maybe
Mostly grand finals are like this, long and.
yeah, I think it was for the grand final of Domination Series. I might be wrong. I'm probably gonna have to look back, but okay, maybe it wasn't. Okay, I have the ghost in my ear who tells me the information, and he's saying it wasn't. So, thank you, appreciate it.
Nice.
um,
Are trying to bring the flag from the right side of the map.
yeah, they are, and Drinker and Homs is right
Oh,
there.
misses that shot right there.
Wait,
That was
is
an
that?
important shot.
Yeah, it was. Is that Homs or Horns?
I think it's Holmes.
Oh, I've been saying it wrong like for so long. Okay,
He's waiting
sorry.
for the return. The flag has been captured. What a great return from
Yeah, it was
Drinker.
close, but I gotta apologize to Homs. I'm
Just
sorry,
in
man.
time.
I thought it was Horns. But I mean, you can't blame me because like the M, like when you put an R and an N together, and then you put like an M, and you put like you just compare them, like they're both really close. You know what I mean? Like if you
Yeah.
put an R and an N, and then you put like an M, it's like it looks the same. So my bad. Um, but
No, 1 minute
yeah,
20 seconds remaining for this match. The score is 3-2 for Team Knights. Still, Team Supremacy are leading 2-1 for the rounds.
yeah. I mean, right now it's hefty on Knights. If they want to win, they need they well. I mean, I don't know. 1 minute left, and Supremacy just got another capture. So if they need to win this if they want to move on to the penalty round. If they don't, then it's they're going to be stuck at the point of well, being completely not disqualified, but like out of the tournament, eliminated from the tournament because they didn't win. And right
Yeah.
now it is 3-3, and right now Supremacy literally just needs to defend. If they defend, they take it.
Hey, they need
So
to defend for 30 seconds only.
yeah, and I mean Segwart is trying to maybe get one last flag capture. So go for it. But yeah, 15 seconds left. I okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. Drinker's running with it. He's going with oh,
Dropping the
never mind.
flag for the
That
Wasp.
that was
He's
no
quite
that
faster.
no, that's still that's not gonna be enough. If Drinker went with it, he would have got it. 4 second. Wait. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Oh,
that's unfortunate. That's
oh.
unfortunate.
I mean, actually, hold on. Yay! But at the same time, no, because no for them, but yay because we don't have to play a penalty. Oh man, they were so close. So literally, I swear, if he didn't drop that flag, I feel like they would have gotten it. I feel like if he didn't drop the flag, I think they would have had a very, 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 very. I'm literally clapping like right now, like very, very good chance of getting that capture. And it would have been like 1 second. Like we've seen captures in the past with like 1 second left.
Yeah,
So um, it was close,
yeah, it
like
was.
100%. So yeah, what did you think of the match?
Well, I think that Team Supremacy really fought well in the medium format and also did actually great on the XBBP format. And I really think they deserve this win. They played really good, and also I have to say congratulations also for Team Knights for reaching this far in this tournament. And shout out for both of the teams for playing today. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously we do thank them. Um, I think so. Right now, Supremacy will be moving on to verse just passing in the fourth round of the losers bracket. So
Yep.
we'll see how that works. But yeah, once again, just really just want to thank you all for being here with us today. We hit like a record of how many of you that were here today. Like I said, obviously you guys are probably coming from, somewhere else, but once again, thank you all so much. Without your guys' continuous support, none of this would be possible. Um, but I think we're gonna call it here. So, stay tuned to the forums for future live streams. Look at the in-game announcements. Obviously, we'll post them. Maybe look at social media, Facebook page. Facebook page usually has a lot of interesting things that go on there, events, cool photos, getting people on the highlight. Definitely a great place to be. Um, and yeah, so thank you, Magnum. Thank you also for being here with me today.
It
Um,
was a pleasure commentating with you.
Likewise, iOptic as usual, our lovely broadcaster, the guy who loves to get spam with friend requests. And dude, just make sure you guys spam him. You can find his name on the forums. He will drop the gold boxes for you, I promise. Um, but other than that, guys, thank you all so much for being here, and we will see you on the battlefield.